while watching Instagram Reels a few days ago, I came across this video where someone had a van and were basically saying that it was not possible to go out and explore and camp where you wanted to explore without a van. And that's rubbish. You don't need a van to go out and explore places. So that inspired me, for whatever reason, to make this video to prove that you can just use your car. You can just get in your car, go to where you want to go, sleep in your car, which is the key thing, and you know, carry on exploring. You don't need to pay for expensive hotels or anything like that. You can just sleep in what you already have. So yeah, this video is going to prove that you don't need a van to do any of that. You can just use your car. I'm almost at my spot, and near it is also a really cool waterfall. So yeah, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you would have seen that I stayed or camped in a car I previously had, which was a Honda CR-V, which was significantly bigger than this when I did the NC500. But I think regardless of the size of your car, you can still go out and camp and explore everywhere. And you know, I'm not saying that having more space is a bad thing. It's useful, but for like a one-nighter or a two-nighter, you can just use your car. You don't need a van. I'll show you around in a minute the car I'm driving. It is by no means a hotel. It is very small, but the key thing is you can sleep in it and get enough good quality sleep to do what you need to do. So yeah. So today I'm in Wales. As you can see, it's quite pretty in the Brecon Beacons, so South Wales. Okay, I am approaching, hopefully, where I can stay. I hope there aren't too many other people. There's people. Hopefully not a lot. Yeah, not too many people, and I think the key thing here is not many people in campers either. So, in theory, should be by myself, I hope. Now I'll show around the car when I get back, but obviously the point of this is to prove that you can just drive the car anywhere and go explore places. So the first thing I'm going to do before I set up my bed is explore somewhere, which is down this path. In a short while there'll be a waterfall, pretty cool one as well. If I'm not mistaken, the highest or the tallest waterfall in South Wales, maybe, I can't remember, but we'll soon see. Yeah, you've got to come here yourself. Do be warned, it is, what is this? I'm not going to press it, but if you do come here, it's very steep. So I mean, just off the path you can see where the water flows all the way down there. Very nice indeed. We're getting close. You can just about see it through these trees. There we go. That is a big waterfall. Not as like dramatic and crashy as, you know, other waterfalls, but it's big. There it is. Well, there it is, you see. Whoa, almost gone over. Big waterfall. Quite cool. You know, and see, I didn't need a van to get here. I mean, I've only driven. I've not camped yet, but still. Sometimes the hardest part is just getting there. Not a bad place to pull up to. Pretty cool. I want to try and get behind it. I saw people go behind it, but I'm slipping everywhere with these trainers on. I don't know if I'm going to get over there. I shall try. Who left these here, man? How did you forget those? They obviously came with shorts on. They just leave with no shorts? I might do that. Oh, it's wet here. God damn. I wasn't expecting all the drops. How silly of me. Wow. Oh, that's cool. I'm getting soaking wet. But being behind it is almost as good as being in front of it. Ooh. That's cool. That is very cool. And best of all, if I make it through the night, I got at least 4 more of these to see tomorrow. So that's exciting. It's a big waterfall day, it seems. Big waterfall day. Well, not so much a day. Only seen 2 today and 4 more tomorrow. It's a lot of waterfalls. There's a lot of waterfalls to see in one 24-hour period. Yeah. Top tip, come late and no one else is here. Okay, I think I'm gonna head back now and what time is it? Still only 7:30. Might be a bit too early to convert the car into a bed. I don't want people to catch on to the fact that I'm sleeping in my car, because I don't think you're technically allowed to sleep in the car park that I'm planning to sleep on or in. So yeah, might just be a case of sitting around for a while, or just sitting down here for an hour or so and just wasting some time, wait for everyone to leave and then set up the bed. Well, I've made it back to the car. As you can see, I've moved it to under this tree. It offers a tiny bit more privacy compared to parking there. There's one person there, but I doubt they're staying, so just gonna have to sit and wait it out, and then should be able to construct the bed in the car. So there's also, the sun isn't going to set for ages as well, so yeah, it's a waiting game. Should have come a bit later, but I'd already explored everything I wanted to explore today, so it's what it is. Just sit on my phone for a bit. Okay, some time has passed and hopefully no one else turns up. So what I'm going to do now is turn this thing into a camper. As I was saying, it's not the biggest car. Look, only a 2-door or 3-door if you count the boot. So yeah, this is going to prove that even if you don't have a big car, you can still go out and camp on them. You just need to do a couple of things. So step number 1 is to essentially make a flat surface. So I'm going to do that by taking out these rear benches, or the rear seats, and then folding down the back bit. So with that done, you should have a somewhat flat surface. So like that. I mean, it's not completely flat, but it'll squash down. Then in the back, what I'm going to do to even out, as you can see, there's a drop there. I'm going to take this part of the rear bench. I'm just going to pop it like that. And move forward a bit. And that will act as the foundation. And what do you need with the foundation of your bed? A mattress. Like this. So this is just an inflatable mattress. Just any old cheap one will do. If you have a bigger car, you can just use those like normal single, like massive inflatable mattresses, but I don't have a big car, so this is gonna have to do. Just like that, that is the mattress inflated. As you can see, it's not too bad. With that rear bunch under this bit here, it's made it quite flat. Now the next, oh god, I think the GoPro just fell. So the next part will just be setting up the sleeping bag, and that will be the bed basically made. And there you have it. That is a bed. I'm not going to get in just yet because it is still a bit light, but that is ready to sleep in. Here's a top tip for you as well. If you can, crack your window open a little bit during the night. And the same on that side, as that will help a little bit with condensation. Obviously it's made easier because I have wind deflectors. But even if you don't have them, just open them up a little bit and you won't wake up as soaking wet as you would if you just left them closed. So yeah, definitely keep them open a little bit. It is a bit of a tight squeeze, granted, but once you're in, there's plenty of space in here. So I'm going to try and fashion together some kind of pillow. I'm really annoyed that I didn't bring one. But other than that, it's ready to sleep. It is ready to sleep in. So yeah, I'm going to try and figure that situation out. Pillow has been sorted. It is just going to be a jumper, because that's the best thing that I can come up with. So yeah, I'm going to try and crawl into this pit and just make sure it's comfy. It should be comfy enough, but we'll see. Well, there we have it. I'm in bed, basically. Hopefully you can see me, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm pretty much all set up now. Just using that jumper as a pillow. That's gonna have to do. The only issue with small car camping is you might not be able to lie out completely flat and completely straight. So you may have to assume somewhat of the fetal position for the night, but I mean that doesn't bother me. And for one night, I mean it's fine. Otherwise, it's perfectly doable to just get in your car, make a makeshift bed like this, and just go out somewhere and sleep in your car and just go explore. And it's not even expensive stuff like this. This roll mat, I don't know, 30 quid from Decathlon, I think it was. Sleeping bag, I mean this is a little bit on the expensive side, but you can just use any old sleeping bag. You don't have to use an expensive one, as long as it keeps you warm at night. Or you can just use blankets. Everyone has blankets at home. Or your quilt, just take your quilt or your duvet and a pillow from home and you're good to go. And that's it. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need a van. You don't need any of these fancy things to go out and explore where you live and and sleep there as well. So yeah, I'm just going to keep a low profile for tonight now. Obviously someone drives past and sees this torch, I'm going to get a bit suspicious, but I will keep you updated if something happens during the night. But I have slept here before, and last time I wasn't disturbed, although it was a completely different time of the year. I don't think I should have any troubles, but I'll let you know. And yeah, tomorrow more waterfalls. So just if we make it through tonight and we get to our destination tomorrow, it just proves that you don't need a van like that person on Instagram said. I don't even remember who said it, but I'm proving them wrong. So yeah, unless something happens during the night, I'll see you tomorrow. Morning. Yeah, definitely still morning. It wasn't too bad of a sleep, to be fair. The only issue was just the lack of pillow, so that wasn't the comfiest. But other than that, pretty good. Pretty good. Had no one disturbed me during the night. As soon as the last person left last night, I don't think anyone else came. I certainly wasn't woken up by anyone. So yeah, there's no reason to not give this a go. Just buy a cheap sleeping bag, mattress, and just fold your seats down and go out and camp somewhere. There's no reason not to do it. And as if by magic, it's back to being a normal car. Like no one ever camped in it. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just find somewhere to get some breakfast because I'm hungry and I need coffee because I'm very tired still. That's not good. just like me.
You know,
Bit tired in the morning, but we'll get there eventually. It's a feature. Yes, fine dining. Don't we love that? Ugh. I mean, was it a good breakfast? No. But was it a breakfast? Yes. And therefore I am fueled up, hopefully enough to go explore. So I'm going to be going to a place called the 4 Waterfalls, and as the name implies, there are 4 waterfalls. Nice. Yeah, there's not a soul here. Thank God for that. So yeah, welcome to the 4 Waterfalls Trail. That's the only name I know for it, although it's had other names back there which are Welsh and I'm not even going to try and pronounce. Yeah, let's go see some waterfalls. I wish I was still asleep. A bit jealous of those sheep, to be honest. I'm tired. Little squirrel! This is where it does become a bit of a scramble. The nice path is gone and it is just big rock and mud. GoPro is playing up, so I'm going to have to use my phone for a bit. Came down that path, down here, and this is waterfall number 1. That's a lot of water. And it carries on all the way down there to the next waterfall. Okay, that's 1 down, 3 more to go, and I think the next one is along this path, somewhere, somehow. And for what I remember, I can't remember when I last did this, it was over a year ago, the path that I took was a bit sketchy. It kind of didn't exist as a path. What does this say? Yeah, fatal and extreme accidents and serious accidents have occurred here recently. Oh dear. Just got to be careful. I think for anyone playing along at home, your best bet is to probably just go back up the way you came to get down to that waterfall and follow that track, because that track's going to be a lot nicer than walking along tree roots and like almost tripping over every 2 seconds. Although the view is good, it is a slightly risky path. Ah yes, I remember now. I went that way before. It must have gotten worse. Dangerous path. Alright, here we go. After missioning through some pretty boggy bits, back on the main path. So, I think the next waterfall is just down there. In theory, there should be a turning right somewhere to start going down. I hope. Here we go, this is promising. There's the map there. It says 15 minutes down this way. And it goes down, so where are we? Here. So I've come down this path, I think? No, I've come down this path. And I think, what did we see? I saw that one first. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'll just follow this green path, which is that. Down here, we'll see that one. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. And then we'll see that one. And the cut-off path was the one that usually goes here. Alright. Once I've seen those, come back and see this one. Ideal. Onwards. Oh, this looks steep. Going down will be alright. Coming back up, not so much. The sound of rushing water is getting closer, and the path keeps going down. Getting there. Oh, this is a steep section. see the very start of it coming up here. There's one of the waterfalls. There's the river. I think you can go down that way as well. Here's waterfall number 2. That's quite the waterfall. Lots of water. Who would have thought? Oh yeah. Alright, like I said, I think you can, not that way, down here. Pretty sure you can get down this way. Well, I did last time, managed it. It's just a little bit of a scramble, but it shouldn't be anything too difficult. No one else has been here, I don't think, because there's just spider. I say that, there's literally someone down there. But yeah, there's just so many cobwebs and stuff on these trees. Oh yeah, that's a good one. The river just goes all the way down there until the last waterfall, but we're not going that way just yet. We'll be going out that way to the second waterfall. This one's technically the first, but it's beautiful. It's just so refreshing being here. You get like the spray of the waterfall on you occasionally. It's just so nice. Also, if you do this, take your rubbish home. Why leave it here? So stupid. Just take it home with you. I think it's time to go to the next one now. 2 down and 2 more to go. Gotta go back a lap first. Have good balance going up this, and I don't have good balance. That's the path where I just came from, and I believe I now just follow this for some amount of time, and I'll get to the 3rd waterfall. Gotta mind your head, because there's a bunch of squirrels in the trees and they keep dropping stuff. Alright, this is the 3rd waterfall. I think. Let's go down this way first. Oh yeah, this is the 3rd one. Goes right the way up there. I think I can get up that way. Just gotta go up a path up there. Oh wow. Look at all that mist coming off of it. That's nice. Right, I'm going to try and go up the path that goes up there a bit, and then hopefully see the rest of that waterfall up there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. It's just slippery, and if I slip I'm going down. Maybe I should go up. Oh yeah, there we go, that's better. Whoa, no grip at all. I can feel that mist as well. It's so refreshing. I think I'm going to try and get down now and go to the last or the fourth and final waterfall. Hopefully, if I don't slip and fall and die. Yeah, it is just. You just can't get grip at all on this. It is sketchy. So I'm just sat down on this fallen tree, and I noticed in this little pool in front of me, there's a bunch of tadpoles. Loads of them. They're all pretty still at the moment. Just so far, I recommend doing this on a weekday when it's not like school holidays. I've only seen one person so far, and when I was last here, I think it was a weekend, and it was busy. It was hard to get a picture of any waterfall with just no people in it. But today, lovely. Time to go back up this though. Made it back to this side. Came down from there, back here, and now gotta go down this way to there, which is down here to the next waterfall. First glimpse of it through those trees, just there, and still a bunch more steps to go down. Almost there. And yeah, you can go behind it as well. That's a big one, big waterfall. Might get a bit wet going behind, but I'll try. Look at this though. Wonderful. And last time I was here, it was packed with people. There's people all along here, people all along here and over there. There's not one person here now, just me. Lovely. I'm already getting quite wet just being here. Oh my god. Woo. It's refreshing, but god, it's cold. Yeah. Quite noisy. Oh, it's not so bad back here. Look at that. There's a lot of water coming down. That's good. Gonna try and get round to the other side. Almost fell over. And another view. Hang on. Oh yeah. I think I've completed what I set out to do, which was to prove that you don't need a fancy caravan or camper van or any fancy equipment to be able to go out and explore these places on the cheap, really. Didn't have to pay for a hotel, didn't have to pay for parking, just slept in my car. Most people already have like a cheap enough sleeping bag and they can crash them together some kind of bed. So yeah, this just proves that you don't need all that fancy stuff to be able to go out and explore. So hopefully this maybe inspires you to go out in the car you probably already own and just explore somewhere. South Wales, maybe, you know. There's at least 4 waterfalls here, maybe a couple more. And just more time outdoors, which does everyone good, you know. Being outdoors is good for you. Yeah. I think I'm going to take this in for a bit longer and then go home.